G'day everyone! Now today's video, we will be talking classic, vanilla, the OG, but from a loud Australian's point of view. Before we continue, I know, waiting on the next Reasons2 vid, and I am sorry. A bit behind schedule, overtime at work, and the whole collapsed lung thing over the holidays, but hey, I can narrate again, so yay, progress. But, as you can see, it's coming along nicely and nearly at completion. I've also set up a schedule for the channel of the videos coming up for 2019, and doing weekly videos like this one every Thursday. Lunch breaks at work put to good use. Which, if you're interested, I will be going into more details at the end of this video. So yeah, let's continue. The gameplay in the video is simply me getting footage of my aforementioned Warlock vid. Thought it'd be a nice little behind the scenes sort of deal, but in reality, I just don't have any classic WoW footage. Missed that boat, sadly. So, ever since the announcement of classic WoW at BlizzCon, which, if I'm 100% honest with you, I had no idea about till I got the new PC a few months back. There has been so many videos about it, and new channels popping up everywhere with leveling guides, rep guides, dungeon guides, you name it. And all around just basically hype train mode, which is awesome, to be honest. I love seeing that sort of passion from people, especially about something they really care about. As for me though, mixed bag, if you allow me to be so bold. You see, I've looked around the interwebs, and to be honest, I have yet to come across a fellow Aussie covering World of Warcraft, but if you know one, let me know. The reason I was looking for this sort of content is simple. What everyone remembers about vanilla WoW, I just can't relate to, sadly. It would seem my experience with it differs from the majority of people I've watched or listened to. Now, this isn't about the game World of Warcraft, as I absolutely loved vanilla. I mean, the only other multiplayer RPGs I had played at the time were MU Online and Silk Road, I believe it was. The OG WoW just absorbed me. The class fantasy, stories, and watching the community explode in the digital second life, as it were, was an experience I feel will never be replicated. So I'm not going into the reasons I feel vanilla, then all the way up to Wrath, was the best experience the MMORPG genre has ever had, as I will just be echoing what everyone else has already said. But I will share with you and hopefully be a voice for the Aussie players out there that had jumped on the WoW addiction early in vanilla. We didn't have dedicated servers like today. As it is, we only got servers when Warlords of Draenor launched. That was a full 10 years wait. So basically, you had to go to the forums and try and locate exactly where the Bogan neckbeards had migrated to, which I didn't know at the time and just picked a random server, Firetree. And, well, as you would imagine, the latency was higher than Snoop Dogg, and added roughly 1.5 seconds to everything you tried to do. Hell, just traveling was a nightmare, as being over a full second behind, I would often be walking along and begin randomly dying for no reason, to then have a mob I had aggroed somehow pop in and beat me mercilessly to death. Dungeons were a chore, as you had to know the mechanics before they happened, or you would simply die to any and all ground effects. You would miss important interruptions and often just lag out of the game due to connection. I won't even bother talking about PvP. It is pretty obvious how that would have went, with enemy players having a full second head start on you from the get-go. Now, I know that a lot of people have server issues back in the day and till this day, but maintenance resets and some patches, often they were fixed. Not for us though. Latency was always the Aussies' greatest enemy. But I powered through it, loving every delayed moment. Slowly but surely, I got my Warlock to 60, and it felt amazing. like climbing this mountain that once at the top you would be greeted by this breathtaking view. So, Diamol and the like it was for me, doing my attunement and rep farming for no real reason back then, but hey, I did it anyway. Leveled my professions and pretty much was having a great time. I finally got to the point where I wanted to try raiding. Now, this moment is where I think everything goes kinda grey for me. I was in a mostly American guild, of course, and their raid times were 2 AM in the morning for me, but in for a penny, in for a pound. So I would go to sleep at 6 in the afternoon and set the alarm to try and catch the raid before I had to go to work. I'm pretty sure the only reason I was even allowed to raid was the fact I was a warlock. My guild knew where I was from and the latency issues that ran rampant while I played, as they were the ones I would do my attunement and dungeons with. But my first steps into Molten Core was met with being a summon bitch and spamming banish on Gar. But hey, I was a raider. A few weeks went past. I was always on time, super helpful, and made everyone laugh in Ventrilo. So I racked up my DKP pretty quick. I was told, although I had a good amount of DKP saved up, that I should pass gear on to more useful players in the raid. I felt kind of shitty about that, but hey, I still agreed. More weeks went past and the only epics I had obtained were throwaway Fellheart belts and garbage people just didn't want. All of a sudden, a new warlock from another guild joined us. Up to this point, there was only myself and one other warlock in the raid. I was like a small dog when a bigger dog walks past their yard. I would think to myself, who does this guy think he is? I'm the best lock rock bitch this guild has ever had. How dare he come into my domain? But I simply said, sup, nice gear. As he had everything for the Fellheart set. All bar the shoulders. I saw a little plan form inside my head. A small streak of loathing for this new top dog crept in. 2 weeks went past and it happened. Baron Geddon was defeated. Then lo and behold, linked in guild chat were the Fellheart shoulders. I've never typed so fast in my life. I bid all of my save DKP on those bad boys. The other lock was pretty pissed off, as you would imagine, and began trying to convince the guild that he should get them, as I was, and I quote, a backward Australian piece of shit. No joke. This triggered me, as you would probably imagine, and I won't repeat what I said on YouTube, or they'll be knocking on my door with the dreaded orange button. But when the dust settled, I had the shoulders. Oh yeah. The following week, I was kicked from the guild for starting drama, which I thought was bullshit, but whatever. I had a hard time getting back into anything to do with the endgame content after that. I did, however, get to see the gates of AQ40 being opened, which was awesome. Oh wait, no I didn't, as I was stuck on the login screen because of the damn lag in Silithis. But hey, it is what it is. Huh. I've honestly forgotten what I was making the video about. Something vanilla. Oh shit. I think I've hyped myself up for the release. Dang it! But, believe it or not, I do actually have a point. You see, if Blizzard release an Aussie server for Classic, it will literally be a different game for me, as the vanilla I remember is the latency nightmare of yesteryear. Although I am actually super excited for its release, I can't help but feel a small ting of dread knowing that Activision will have their greedy eyes all over its release to gauge its success. And that worries me. But I could talk more on that in another video. Thanks for watching, And I hope you enjoyed me sharing a moment from vanilla. Okay guys, here is the schedule for 2019 thus far. Yes, the names are literally going to be the title of the YouTube videos. Of course, 5 Reasons to Warlock is next, followed by a new CEO for Blizzard, Henry the Goat. That's a machinima. Then the first of my 2+2 series, My Message for Activision. The next, Telling Tales, Death in Drustvar, Part 1. 5 Reasons to Shaman. Last Man Standing, Battle Royale, 2+2. Death in Drustvar, Part 2. And question mark. I don't know yet. Now, these videos are my little love projects. I put a lot of effort into and take a long time to make. So I've set myself a challenge as I feel it will help me become more consistent with my channel. I'll be uploading every Thursday at 10 p.m. AEST, whatever, Australia time. No if, but, or maybes. I want to do this for a full year. The videos won't all be the same as this one you just watched, well, listened to, but anything I feel like making or talking about. My goal is to make them entertaining and something, hopefully, you will end up looking forward to over the coming months. And once the love projects are finished, they will be uploaded the Friday of the week they are finished at 10 p.m. AES Aussie time. I'll have all these details in the About section of the channel. Again, I am sorry for the delays for the Warlock vid, but you know, life and stuff. But yeah, if things grow here on YouTube, I should be able to put more time towards it. Until then, it is what it is. I hope you have a fantastic day/evening, and I will see you next Thursday.